Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to start with a new topic of social studies. Let's get started. Humans, they have been mining for many years, and the miners, they help us to access the natural resources of the earth like gold, silver, iron ore, etc. And these minerals, or you can say these natural resources, are used to produce things which are used by us every day, or you can say daily. All activities which are related to mining and industrial production, they depend upon humans to function properly. So today we are going to learn about soil and mineral resources of India. In this lesson, we are going to learn about the two resources, the soil resources and the mineral resources. In soil resources, we are going to learn about the different types of soils in India, conservation of soil. And minerals, we are going to learn about the types of minerals, where these minerals are found, the minerals which are found in India, and the conservation of minerals. Now let's get started with our lesson. What are rocks? Rocks are hard solid materials that form the upper layer of the earth. Rocks, they are, you can say, a mixture of minerals usually sedimented together. And the earth crust is made up of many different kinds of rocks. The breakdown of rocks, it leads to the formation of soil, and this soil is necessary for the plants to grow, and both humans and animals, they depend on the soil for food. Let's learn about the soil resources. Soil is the top layer of the earth's surface. It is formed by the breaking up of rocks into small pieces by the action of, you can say, the sun, wind, and water. And these smaller pieces of rocks are further broken down to form soil, and it is carried by wind, or you can say water, from one place to the other. And this entire process of soil formation, it takes about hundreds of years to form. Let's learn about the soil profile. You can see the image, the soil of the soil profile means the soil is divided into different layers or several soil. The first layer or horizon is O, and this particular, you can say, horizon has humus on the ground surface, which you can say fertile soil layer. After that we have the A horizon. It is the topsoil which is rich in organic matter. Typically it is, you can say, dark color, and also called zone of leaching. After that we have the B horizon, which is called the subsoil and also called the zone of accumulation. And it may contain soluble minerals such as calcite in arid climates, you can say. Then we have the C horizon. It is the bedrock. Bedrock lies below the soil profile. Now let's learn about the types of soil which are found in India. There are different types of rocks present, you can say, all over India. Therefore, different types of soils are found in our country. The different types of soil which are found in our country are as follows: alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, desert soil, laterite soil, and mountain soil. Now let's first learn about the alluvial soil. You can alluvial soil, it is also called as transported soil. It is coarse in upper section and finest in delta. It is light to, you can say, dark in color. It is formed by the soil and small pieces of rocks carried and deposited by the rivers which are originating from the Himalayas. And this soil is very fertile and rich in humus. It is poor in phosphorus and nitrogen. And this, you can say, this soil is good for all kharif and rabi crops. This particular soil you can grow rice, wheat, sugarcane, cotton, jute, and this soil is found in areas of Punjab, Haryana, UP, Bihar, West Bengal, Assam, and other parts of Orissa, delta regions of southern India. Next is the black soil. Black soil is poor in phosphorus, nitrogen and organic matter. And this soil is black in color because it is, you can say, volcanic in origin. Created from igneous rocks and is called Regu soil. This particular soil is found in Deccan Trap, which includes Maharashtra, western of Madhya Pradesh, parts of Arunachal Pradesh, then northern Karnataka, parts of Tamil Nadu and Rajasthan. Crops such as cotton, sugarcane, groundnut, millets, rice, wheat, oilseeds can be grown in the black soil. Next we have the red soil. It is, you can say, this soil is red in color and it is not very good for cultivation of crops. Means crops can be grown but with the help of fertilizers. Means you need to use the fertilizers to grow the crops in the red soil. It is found in the areas, you can say, of Tamil Nadu, southern Karnataka, parts of Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, West Bengal, eastern Rajasthan and northeastern states. Crops like ragi, groundnut, millet, tobacco, potato, rice, wheat, sugarcane are grown in this soil. Next we have the laterite soil. In Latin, laterite soil means brick, and this particular soil is formed under high temperature and rainfall with wet and dry spell. You can say it is formed due to the washing away of minerals from the soil due to heavy rainfall. Silica is leached due to high rainfall, means silica is removed. Remnant of iron and aluminium oxides left behind is known as laterite. This laterite soil, you can say, is brown to yellowish in color and rich in iron. Some crops grow well with the help of manure in these soil. Areas where laterite soil is found is Assam, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Orissa and you can say other hilly areas. Crops like tea, coffee, cashew, rubber and coconut are grown in the laterite soil. Next we have the mountain soil. Mountain soil, as compared to the higher parts of the mountain, the areas on the lower altitudes of the mountains have more or the most fertile soil. And this mountain soil is found in the hilly areas of Jammu and Kashmir, then you can say Ladakh, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Arunachal Pradesh. And this soil is, you can say, very rich in the remains of plants and animals called humus. Crops such as wheat, maize, barley and tea, you can say, are grown in the laterite soil. Other than these crops, fruits like apple, pear, peach, plums are also grown. Then we have the desert soil. The desert soil is dry and sandy and not good for, you can say, growing crops. It is formed in the regions where there is less rainfall and the temperature is very high. The desert soil is red and brown in color. Water, you can say, percolates easily, or you can say seeps into the ground without retentive, and moisture gets reduced in the soil. Plants like dates, millets, barley and maize are grown in the desert soil, and mainly it is found in the desert region of the Rajasthan. Let's learn about the soil conservation, or how you can conserve the soil. Sometimes we can say that the top layer of the soil, which is usually the most fertile layer, it gets carried away by the strong winds or washed away by the heavy rainfall. And this process by which the top layer of the soil is removed is known as soil erosion. Soil erosion, it reduces the fertility of soil. So clearing the forest for agriculture and construction of houses harmfully affects the soil. So to conserve the soil, it is essential that the soil is you can say soil is necessary for our food requirements. The trees and plants, they hold the top layer of the soil with their roots. Thus we can say we should check deforestation, or we should not cut trees and plant more trees. Farmers, they must use natural fertilizers such as cow dung, compost for growing the crops, rather than using the chemical fertilizers which are harmful for the soil. Growing the same crop in a particular area for a long time can also reduce the soil fertility. Therefore, you can say the farmers, they must grow different crops one after the other to gain the fertility of the soil. Let's quickly recap what we have learned today. Today we have learned about the lesson Soil and Mineral Resources of India. In that we have two parts. We have the soil resources and the mineral resources. So today we have only done with the first part of the lesson, that is the soil resources. We have learned about the types of soil resources in India: alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, mountain soil and desert soil. Then the conservation of soil, how we should conserve the soil, like we can prevent the soil erosion, check deforestation, plant more trees and use of natural fertilizers. Hope this lesson was easy for you. We'll meet you with the second part. Thank you.